notes that Dirk is sick. Is he going to play or do you?
I don't think so, but I don't know for sure. But I think it's very doubtful.
Okay. How about the questionable guys? Luka.
I think Luka's going to play. I think Smith is out. Who else?
Was the only three that I remember.
Who can we expect to start tonight in Dennis's place?
We'll find out later.
Can you talk about how good it is, how it is to have the bench that able to come in and step up when you have a player that's down or so, how you're able to go to the next person, because you got JJ and you got, of course, Devin, guys that's been with you for years, Coach. How important is that?
Yeah, no, it's important to have a deep team. In the Philadelphia game, we had some guys, like Brokoff stepped up and really did a heck of a job for us. And so, Salah's been ready. It's how you have to build a team in today's NBA. It's a long season. You're going to have dings, aches, and pains. Guys are going to miss games occasionally for various reasons, and the next guy's got to be ready.
Coach, you guys have struggled against the Suns this season. You guys had lost a tough one the other night, had a second half that didn't go your way. What do you guys plan to do differently in approaching them tonight?
We're going to play better for 48 minutes. Our first half the other night appeared to be good and solid, but we were making shots, and we really weren't providing much resistance. They were missing, and then they came out with a lot more force in the second half, and really took the game back. And so look, we just got to come out with more force from the beginning and follow through. There are teams that don't have great records in this league, but they can all beat you on any given night, and so we've got to step everything up tonight.
Rick, you spent a lot of the year kind of hovering around one of the last 2 or 3 spots when it comes to surrendering fast break points, per the NBA's calculation anyway, of fast break points. Has that been something that you've looked at as a defensive conundrum, or has it been the offense has put the defense in a bind with turnovers? What's your assessment of that situation?
Well, we've turned it over more than virtually every other year since I've been here, and the turnovers lead to big problems. So I would have to believe that that's a big part of our challenge there. But you can always do a better job of getting back. It's the one thing that really identifies a team that is consistently there is a good transition defense number, and we with the inconsistencies that we've had, that's been one of them. And so we're just we're working at correcting it, getting it better all the time. We did transition drills yesterday, on a day between games, which which we needed.
Powell's been struggling with his three-point shot this season. Is that a shot that you have confidence that is in his range, or is that something you want him to change and not take as many shots?
Well, it's something that I've talked to him about having some discretion with it. He's shooting the ball very well in practice sessions and in drills and stuff like that. So one of the things I worked on it this morning a little bit was getting more of a game simulation into the practice. And so he hit a couple of them in a game, in a recent game, the one against Charlotte. I hit a couple in the game. His percentage is low, but I believe that he can become consistent, and so it's a valid question. I think he needs to step into ones that are good and in rhythm. I think it's tough to come into the game cold and just tee one up. I just think that's a tough thing to do. And so he's gotten away from that some. But if you look at his stats in other years, he's had stretches where he shot the ball at a 40% clip. And I still believe it's a part of his game that is going to get there.
Coach, when you look at Luka and DeAndre being two rookies and taking on such huge roles for their respective teams, what does it say about those two guys that come in and make an immediate impact?
Well, they've both been terrific. It tells me and everybody else it was a tremendous draft, you know. And you know, a lot of these guys are having pretty big impact too. But you know, these two are certainly the most featured of the group, and so it's been good to watch. You know, I've watched Ayton a lot. You know, it's a lot of responsibility that they've taken on with their respective teams, and they don't shy away or dodge it, you know, which is good to see.
So speaking of rookie, can you talk a little bit about Brunson? So we've seen him quite a bit and here and there, but can you talk about his progress so far he's done?
Yeah, he's making significant progress week to week, day to day, really. Learning the NBA game, the spacing aspects of it, you know, the aspects of driving the ball that in this league that are different than the college game. And he's given us a lot of great minutes, you know, both as a deep bench, stay ready guy, you know, that's not in the rotation, to being a starter for a period of games there. And so, you know, he's in a situation to, you know, always be ready for anything, and he is. And he's got a great approach, got a great attitude. He's got a great, you know, sense for the importance of team, coming from obviously a great college program. And so he's been a big asset, and he's gonna get better and better.
That's a good thing because he's coachable, and he knows that you can count when you point to him, he comes and he's ready to do his role with his team.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, that's really what I was trying to say. So I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Thank you for saying it.
Back to the turnovers, is there been as you watch film and you try to attack those, has there been a prevailing reason behind them? Carelessness or over-aggressiveness?
It's been wide-ranging, but we've shown the ability to be efficient. You know, sometimes it's too big a hurry to try to do what you think is the right thing. Sometimes spacing's a little bit off. Sometimes guys are, you know, too unselfish. Sometimes, you know, we need one extra pass. It's a conglomeration, and you know, there's no excuse other than to, you know, study it and work at getting better with it. And you know, with teams like Phoenix, who, you know, stole the ball like 18, 20 times last night, and this is a big factor in the game tonight. And so, you know, we've had low turnovers games against, you know, teams like Oklahoma, who steals it a lot, and a couple others. And then we've had other ones where, you know, we're setting world records, and so, or something close to world records. So we've just got to work toward better consistency. That's the bottom line with it.